we have concerns, as you probably all do, about recording into the Zoom cloud. So hopefully, if you want to record your sessions into the Zoom cloud, that should work fine. And I emphasize should. That's the way it was designed to do. And under normal circumstances, you would be able to record your Zoom session to the cloud. And without much wait, that session would become available in the Zoom cloud. And then it would send you a link, and you could share that link with your students, and they could access the video. Our concern is that these are not normal situations. We're not in normal times anymore. And we have already been observing that some of the sessions that are being recorded to the cloud take an unusually long amount of time to be recorded. So sometimes a brief 10-minute pre-recording of a chunk of a lecture can take many hours or even a day to become available. And they're at best unpredictable. And we have concerns. This is kind of pessimistic, but we have concerns that if Zoom becomes overloaded or it takes too long to process, then you might have trouble accessing the recordings of the lectures that you've recorded in Zoom. And your students would also not be able to access those until Zoom finishes processing them. And so the point of this workshop is to be able, is to show you how to record locally to your own computer. When you're hosting a session, one of your options that will have the record button down below. And in fact, if you've clicked that setting, as we showed a moment ago, it will automatically record your local computer. But you also have the option to adjust that. And in whatever case, if you have the option, our recommendation here is to record it on this local computer with a record button. Okay, moving along. When you record a session to your local computer, after you leave the session or you leave the meeting, it will take some time to convert that and process it on your local hard drive. It'll take a few minutes. It's going to tie up your computer or at least tie up your Zoom application for a few minutes, but it's not going to take all day like it might if you're recording to the cloud. So you should expect to see a message like this. Next slide, please. Okay. And then after it's recorded, in the background, it's saving that file onto your computer. So these next couple of slides show us how to find the file. And typically, it's going to store it on your local computer in the Documents area, just your natural Microsoft operating system Documents area in a folder called Zoom. Next slide. Once you open that Zoom folder, it will list several folders by date or by name of when you recorded them. If you search by date or sort them by date, you'll be able to find your most recent recording based on when you recorded it. Next slide. When you open up the folder of the recording that you want, you might see several different files depending on what options you employed during that session. The file that you want, that is your video file, is going to be the MP4 file.